Hello, fellow stitchers. I'm Cher Johnston. Welcome to my happy place. I'm working on this year, 2026, I'm doing stitch books just because I feel like it. You can join me on my Facebook group, um, support my channel on my coffee site. I'll link both of those in the description. And please, if you would, hit the like button and hype the video if you don't mind. It helps me out a lot. Um, So I do this stitch, that seam there. I love it. I drove myself nuts the other day. I did a video and I said I had to get out of my head and into my hands. This is why. Could not for the life of me figure out how I had done this stitch. I actually took the book apart so that I could look at it and pull on the threads and made a mess of it, but I figured it out. So I have a hoop today, and I have some Sherry Iris threads, and you might be able to hear my kitty back there. She's clawing at her thing. We're going to do, this is done in two sections. This is, I think this is a crossed buttonhole, I'm not sure. But you know, when you do a buttonhole stitch, it makes sort of an L. So we're going to go from here to here with a bend there, and with a hoop you kind of have to stab stitch. So there. Then I'm going to pull the thread this direction. Now I'm going to hold it there. Now my next L shape is going to go here. This next thread is going to go like that. So I'm going to go into the center and back out here. So I practiced this quite a bit before I turned on the camera because I was just having such a hard time wrapping my head around it. So because this is a continuous line. So the next stitch is going to go from here. It's going to go up there. It's always going in the center dot and back out at the next intersection there. And I have to pause my camera for a second because my cat wants something. You know, she's the boss. Okay, that's done. If you have a cat, you understand. She's the boss. So again, always down in the center and then back up at the next intersection, dot, whatever. I should have made dots there so that, all right, then I'm going to hold this thread away, and the next one is going to go like this. You're not going back here this time, you're going here and back out there and pull this direction. Then the next one is going to go like that. So I'm going in here and up here. Now, I'm really close to the end of my thread, so I'm going to go down to the back. And then I'm going to end that thread off, and I'm going to come back up right there with more thread. So I'm going to end that off, get more thread, and finish this seam, and I'll be back. Okay, I finished that side. Now I'm going to take my thread, and I'm going to just go along the back. And I'm just going through the back layer of fabric. Make sure it doesn't show in the front. Then I'm going to come up. Okay, what I want to do is this one and that one. So I'm going to come up here. And I just realized I can put this back on the hoop. Let's put it back on the hoop. Can you tell I'm a little clumsy with the hoop? All right. So I want to go in here and out there. Yes. So I'm going right in where those two stitches meet, and then I'm going to come up here. And pull this direction. Then this is why it looked weird to me, because this one goes in now. See the L? So I'm going to go there and then back here and pull this direction. Okay, I'm going to end this thread off. And I'm going to go off camera and finish this and get more thread. I'll be back. Okay, so there it is so far. I ironed out the ink marks. The next thing that I want to do is I'm going to put little detached chain leaves here, and then a little stitch there, and then leaves over here, and then a stitch here, and then leaves here, and a stitch there. You get the idea. And I took it out of the hoop because I really don't like using a hoop. But if you use a hoop, you probably should continue to use the hoop. If you're brand new to embroidery, I would recommend while you're learning, you should use a hoop. I didn't learn with a hoop, and now it's a little difficult for me to use a hoop. And there are times when you do need a hoop. Although, if you don't use a hoop, I do like the feel of the fabric in my hands, and I just like it. It's a very calming sort of, I don't know. Notice my needle is pointing in the same direction as this stitch. I'm sort of mimicking that line. And I'm leaving room in between those two stitches for something else. Which may or may not cover that this stitch. I don't know that it matters. I think on my other one I did a bead. Yeah, I did a bead, but I did it outside down here. I don't know if I'm going to do beads on this one. I often do beads because I feel like crazy quilting is kind of all about the beads. But it's not necessarily. And some people might say that it's all about the fabrics that you choose and how you put them together. Because it's a bit like a crumb quilt. Okay, as much as I love to stitch and jibber jabber, my video would be too long for me to upload. And who wants to watch an hour-long video with me jibber jabbering about nothing at all? So I'm going to finish this off and figure out what comes next and come back. Okay, next I'm doing oyster stitches between each of those two little leaves there. So I'm going to come up slightly to the right, go slightly to the left and above it just a bit. Take a little bite out of the fabric and I'm going to twist. See the twist? And then pull through this direction. Then I want the thread to come around this way, and I'm going to go underneath that leg of the twisted chain stitch. And I don't want to pull too tight. And I'm going to wrap it with another chain stitch. Now, if you're not confident with this stitch, you could do a double detached chain stitch. In other words, do one chain stitch that's tiny and then do another one inside that one. And that would look very similar. By the way, the thread I'm using is from Sherry Iris. And I have a new, let me just zoom it back out a little bit. This is my new kit that I just got from her. It's a Jane Austen kit. These are the threads that come with it. Wait, there's one more. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. It's right there. And it also came with this. This is for a pin cushion. And there's also a piece of fabric. There it is. This is for the back of the pin cushion. Isn't that lovely? So I'm actually working on a, that's just my pin cushion that I use when I'm working on this. I'm working on a video where I'm stitching this, but I don't want to just video and stitch it and finish it really quickly. I did that with the tree that I did, and I want to enjoy this one a little bit more. So I normally do, like I started here, I did this bullion knot rows, then I did a bunch of stitches until the thread ran out. And then I go on to other things. So I'm filming parts of that, and that'll be later. So I'm going to finish these oyster stitches and then come back for the next part. All right. Thought I'd come and do 2 more of these on camera. Oh, I wanted to say, there is a lady, Mary Corbett, who does, I'll leave a link to her channel. She does embroidery tutorials, and I really like them. The ones that she has on her channel are just short. It just says, and this is how you do the blah 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 stitch, and then she does it 2 or 3 times, and that's it. They're about 2 or 3 minutes. I sometimes wonder if I should do something like that, but you know what? She's done it already, so. And I do like the way she describes, what to do. I sometimes stop for a minute and realize that I've been holding my breath. That's not a good thing. I need to remember to breathe. All right. Now, I'm going to try a different, I want to do a spider web rose with this thread, which I've not done before. And tell you what, if it turns out like crap, then well, no, you know what? If it turns out like crap, I'll just show you why, or what. I'll just show you what happened. All right, I drew in 5 little spokes there. And now we can't pull these too tight because I have to be able to get my needle in. This is this thread is from my new pack. The other threads are from my Christmas tree pack. And she must have gotten lots and lots of orders, lots of responses on the Christmas tree because she's done another tree that's not a Christmas tree. Perhaps someone recommended that. She also has a butterfly that she did that is so cool. I wish I had money to do get another kit. Okay, I'm going to go back up toward the center. And then I'm going to weave, use the eye end go through that one and skip that one and go through this one. And again, now I'm gonna shut up so that I can fast forward through this. I think I like it. Um, I think maybe that's enough, and I'm going to go down to the bottom. And I think I want a knot in the center. Nice. Okay. I'm going to do more of those off camera and come back. All right, before the sun goes down, I wanted to show you what I did. I wanted to let you know on the rest of these, I did the colonial knot in the center first, and I switched to a tapestry needle. That's this one that has a blunt tip so that I could get through. That's the boss. So I could get through the I don't know what I was saying. Yeah, it looks really bad with the light on. I think it needs some little tiny pearl beads. So I'm going to finish these two, and stitch some pearls in. Hopefully before it gets too dark. I might have to take a photo with the light. Okay, it's all finished up. I decided I really liked the little pearls. Yeah, not good with the light. The little tiny pearls are like right there. Gosh, I'm so in love with this one. All right, go check out Sherry Iris. I will leave a link to her YouTube channel and her website. I'm not sponsored by her. I just love these threads. I'm just in love with them. And don't forget to like and share, subscribe, all the things. Thanks for watching. Bye.